Have you ever listened to a native speaker and felt like they were speaking a completely different language? You know the grammar, you know the vocabulary, but their speech is so fast and connected that you can't seem to catch the individual words. It can feel like they're using a secret code that you were never taught in school. Well, today, I'm going to give you the key to unlock that code. The secret isn't learning more words. It's learning how native speakers really connect and reduce words in natural conversation. We're going to master 3 of the most common and important reductions in the English language: wanna, gonna, and gotta. Understanding these is the fastest way to improve your listening and to start sounding more natural yourself. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Zen Podcast. My name is Liam. This is one of my favorite topics because it's where English stops feeling like a formal subject and starts feeling like real, living communication. Let's start with the most common reduction of all, wanna. Wanna is simply the relaxed spoken version of the 2 words want to. In a textbook, you learn to say, I want to order a coffee. And this is perfectly correct, especially in writing. But in natural spoken English, you will almost always hear, I want to order a coffee. Let's look at another example. Instead of, do you want to see a movie tonight? You will hear, do you want to see a movie tonight? But there is one very important rule. You cannot use wanna for he, she, or it. This is because the full phrase is wants to with an S sound. That S sound blocks the reduction. So he wants to leave is correct, but he wanna leave is incorrect. You can only use it with I, you, we, and they. This is a pro-level tip that will make you sound very accurate. So wanna is our key for want to. It's simple and incredibly common. Now let's look at the reduction that will change how you talk about the future. If you watched our lesson on will versus going to, you'll know that we use going to for plans and predictions with evidence. In spoken English, this is almost always reduced to gonna. Let's look at a plan. In formal English, you might say, I am going to watch a movie tonight. But in a natural, relaxed conversation, you would say, I'm going to watch a movie tonight. Or a question, what are you going to do this weekend? Becomes, what are you going to do this weekend? It also works for predictions with evidence. If you look at the time and see you're late, you don't say, we are going to be late. You say, we're going to be late. Now for the most important pro-level tip for gonna. You can only use it when going to is followed by a verb. You cannot use it when going to means physical movement to a place. This is a very common mistake. For example, it's correct to say, I'm going to the store. Here, to the store is a place, not a verb. It is incorrect to say, I'm gonna the store. That makes no sense. Let's look at a perfect comparison. I'm going to the cinema, movement to a place. Once I am there, I'm gonna watch a movie, the plan, followed by the verb watch. Understanding this difference is a huge step towards sounding truly natural. So wanna is for desire, and gonna is for plans and predictions with evidence. But what about when you must do something? When it's a necessity? For that, we need our final and very powerful reduction, which we'll cover next. We've covered wanna for desire and gonna for plans. Now we come to our final reduction, which is all about necessity and obligation. I'm talking about gotta. This is the relaxed, spoken form of have got to, which means the same as have to or must. It's something you are obligated to do. Think about your responsibilities. In formal English, you would say, I have to finish my homework. But in a natural conversation with a friend, it is much more common to say, I gotta finish my homework. Or another example, we have got to leave now or we will miss the train. This becomes, we gotta leave now or we'll miss the train. A very common and almost universal way you'll hear gotta is in the simple phrase, I gotta go. This is a quick, natural way to say, I have to leave now. It's much more common than saying the full sentence. So if you're with friends and need to leave, you can simply say, all right, everyone, I gotta go. See you tomorrow. Now, let's put our 3 new words together to see the different feelings. Imagine you are talking about your job. You could say, I want to get a promotion, so I'm going to work on a new project this month. I got to finish it before the deadline. Desire, plan, and obligation, all in one simple thought. This is the kind of natural flow that makes your English sound truly advanced. Understanding these reductions is one thing, but how do you practice them so they become a natural part of your own speech? In our final part, we will review everything, and I'll give you a simple exercise to start using these words today. Now you understand the meaning behind wanna, gonna, and gotta. But before we review, let's discuss the most important rule of all: when to use them. These words belong to informal spoken English. They're what you use with friends, family, and in most everyday conversations to sound natural and relaxed. However, you should generally avoid using them in very formal writing, like a university essay or a job application. In formal writing, it's always safer to use the full forms, like want to, going to, and have to. So how do you practice them so they become automatic? I want you to try a simple exercise: self-talk. Throughout your day, just narrate your thoughts and plans out loud using these words. It might feel silly at first, but it's an incredibly powerful way to train your brain. For example, you're at home and you think, I'm getting hungry. I want to make a sandwich. Your desire. Okay, I'm going to go to the kitchen now. Your plan. But first, I gotta wash my hands. Your obligation. By connecting these words to your real-life actions and thoughts, you are building the mental habit of using them naturally, without thinking about grammar rules. So let's do one final simple review. This is the core of today's lesson. Wanna is for desire, gonna is for plans and predictions with evidence, and gotta is for necessity or obligation. For your challenge today, write one sentence in the comments using either wanna, gonna, or gotta to tell me about a plan you have for tomorrow. If this lesson helped you decode the secret code of native speakers, a simple like is always appreciated. And please subscribe for more guides to real, natural English. Thank you for joining me. I am Liam, and I'll see you in the next lesson.